rules are there to be followed, say people, especially the people I'm about to tell you about. A man was travelling down a road when all of a sudden he crashed into a tree. He got out and scrambled to find the nearest place he could. He looked over. There was a monastery, as if it magically appeared on the side of the road. He went over to it, banged on the door, and then there came a monk. The monk said to him, "What would you like, my brother? How can I help you?" He replied, "My car is broken. I need it fixed. It's not going to be picked up today. Can I stay the night?" The monk graciously allowed him in and gave him a bed for the night. As the man lay sleeping, waiting for morning so he could go and fix his car, he heard in the distance, inside the monastery, a peculiar noise. In the morning, when the monk came to his door to fetch him, he asked him, he said, "I'm sorry. In the night I heard this bizarre noise. What was it? What was making that noise?" And the monk said to him, "I'm very sorry. I cannot tell you that. Only monks are allowed to know that." The man said, "Oh, fair enough, I suppose. I can't complain. You've shown me so much grace." He got in his car, he rang for someone to come and pick him up, and it got towed away. 2 years later, this man found himself on exactly the same road. Bizarrely, he crashed into exactly the same tree. He got out, he went over to the monastery, knocked on the door, and the same monk came to the door. "I am so sorry, sir. I am so very, very sorry. I have crashed my car. I would really like to stay the night again so that it can get taken away the next morning and fixed." The monk said, "That's absolutely fine. Please come in." He was shown to the same cell. And in the night, there came the strangest noise. In the morning, the monk came to the door, and the man said to him, "I heard it again. I've heard this noise. What is it? You must tell me." The monk said to him, "I can't. You're not a monk. You cannot know." So the man said, "Okay, how can I become a monk so I may know?" The monk said to him, "That's easy. You must tell me how many grains of sand there are in the world and how many pebbles there are too." So the man went off on this journey. He went all around every country of every continent, counting sand and pebbles, going to hell and back to find every single grain so that he could answer the question. Eventually he returned back at the monk's door and said, "I know it. There are X million 100,000 blah 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 grains of sand and X million blah blah blah, blah pebbles." And the monk said, "That's right. There are X million blah 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 pebbles and X million blah hundred blah grains of sand. You are a monk." "Oh, fantastic," said the man. "I've been dying to find out what makes that noise. Please, show me." And the monk said, "Well, now you are a monk. Of course I will show you." They went to this big oak door with beautiful ornate padlocks and edging. And the monk took out a key and gave it to the man. "Put it in here." Undid the lock, pulled back this great oak door. Behind it was a stone wall. "You've got to be kidding me," said the man. This is not what makes the noise." The monk said, "You're right, it's not. It's behind this wall. Press this secret panel here." And he did. And the wall slid open to reveal the source of the noise. But he didn't tell me what it was. I wasn't allowed to know because I am not a monk.